now locked in to the 18-Wheeling Podcast. 18-Wheeling Podcast. A podcast for truckers by truckers. So sit back, hammer down, and turn the volume up. And remember, it's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
What's up, y'all, man? It's 18-Wheeling, man. We back with another show. Y'all know it's just not a brand, it's a lifestyle. I got my brother from the neighborhood, man. Another brother from the neighborhood. Sean, what's going on, man?
Nothing, man. Just happy to be here. Happy to be here. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Hot. September. What's the day? September 6th. It's 109 degrees. We sweating. You know what I mean? It's just beautiful. Beautiful scene, beautiful environment, beautiful place, beautiful everything. Appreciate you for having me. Definitely.
Look. No, but for real though, man, I need people to, like you, when we talk, you giving gems. And I see, like, when we on the phone, I'm like, bro, you, like, how I was at the age, but you way more advanced. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about trucking, we talking about life. We talking about your mental, the way that you conduct business, and your work ethic. Hard work pay off.
Hard work definitely pay off. And, you know, first off, when it comes to hard work, I got to thank my parents, though. You know what I mean? Because
that's where it came from.
It come from them. When you young, you try to go against your parents.
No, for real.
You do. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't realize it until they get older. But a lot of who you are is because of your parents. But even me in my 30s now, a younger me, I went with it. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to hear it. They got all the jewels for us, but nah, I'm straight.
What age you think? We ain't gonna turn this to a questionnaire, but we always talk like that. What age you think was the turning point, like the transition? Like, you know what? This shit that they telling me is for real. Or it is and was for real. Now it's coming to fruition.
Well, for me personally, my old dude groomed me since I was 4. I'm talking about 5. I was prepared to survive in Detroit I'm talking about a mini me. You could have threw me out there, I would have been straight. But what transition, it's like it go in steps. You know what I mean? Everybody's life go in steps. So I would say my mom always was a hardworking woman. She always worked a job. She always provided for me and my sister, always. We never went without, never. But my daddy, for the environment that we was in, he got to get all the kudos. The credit. Yeah. Because he was showing me everything. I'm talking about from anything that you want to name, I knew how to do before I probably was 12.
We talking about life skills.
Everything. Changing tires.
It's life skills.
I'm talking about the streets part of it, the going to school. I was counting 20,000 as a jit. As a kid. I mean,
You travel abroad.
Yeah. So Florida, and down in Florida, they say jit. So as a kid, I remember, like, he always give me money. Put it in your pocket. Count that. Get him 10. Get him 20.
Just put you in
I was so good with numbers early. You know what I mean? But like I say, my life really go in steps, bro, to be honest with you. And then when I got like 17, like, my dad was gone. You know, life caught up with us. You know, he was gone. Then I went down and stayed with my mom for a while. And I never forget this story. I just told her like 2 months ago. I said the day my life changed is when I went to Charlotte to go try to stay with my mom. She got me out there for school. Because I graduated high school staying by myself. Nobody really, my family know that, but some of my teachers know that, but and some of the people at school knew that. But I graduated high school by myself.
But hold on. The fact that you actually went to school
It was rough.
You graduated. Yeah.
No, it was rough. I
just say a lot of
I ain't gonna lie.
Look, people out there, they feeling that because a lot of people go through that too.
It was rough.
They don't graduate.
It was rough. I ain't gonna lie. It was rough. You know, it was definitely rough. But it was beautiful in the same step. Because like I was saying, my mom, I went to Charlotte to stay with my mom. She left when I was like 14, when I was going to the 9th grade. She had moved to Charlotte. So I tried to she sent for me. My dad ended up having to go away for a little while. She sent for me and she said, you know, come down here and try to school, go to college. You know, I was smart in school. I was always smart in school. It's just, like I say, my life started kind of spiraling out of control, I spiraled out of control. But
do you think you really spiraled out? Because you ever been to prison?
No.
You know these guys, we all got these stories. So you really wasn't.
No felonies, not dead, not in jail, no record. I ain't pull me up. I'm squeaky clean, baby. I'm all jokes aside. I'm very, very one of the lucky ones.
I don't think you was lucky. You was really like well grown. You knew how to stay out the way, but you was kind of like watching too. Like you see, like you sitting by the door, like that's something that I won't do.
Yeah, because like I say, my
you
dad,
show a lot of resilience.
My dad's favorite line that I always followed by was "Be a leader, not a follower." That's if he ain't said nothing every day, be a leader, not a follower.
That's what resonate. That's always gonna stay with you.
Oh, I can hear that now. He ain't even in the room.
Yeah.
Be a leader, not a follower. If you do that, know what come with that. Do this, you know what you did. Don't do this and say such and such. Yeah. Don't follow that crowd if you ain't ready to, you know what I mean? And like I say, it was beautiful. Now that I look back on it, it was beautiful because it made my mind so strong so early that I was able to just kind of just walk.
How old are you though? Let
31. I just turned 31 August 23rd, about a week ago now. Today the 6th, so about, yeah.
My Leo brother.
Almost 2 weeks ago.
I always say like Leo.
Leo, sometimes some people say I'm a Virgo. It all depends. I'm whatever you want me to be.
With us. You Leos.
Whatever you want me to be, you know, whatever you want me to be. So, I'll be that.
Like I be telling you, bro, I'm like, you got this shit at an early age. You got all the game. You even give me game sometimes. We just had a conversation. I'm like, you know what, man? I gotta tell the truth.
It took you 2 months, y'all. 2 months.
I came clean.
Look, we argued about something for 2 months before he finally understood what I was saying. But that's the beauty about, and that's the beauty about growth in life, because 15 years ago, 10 years ago, if you in that environment, the first thing you want to say is, fuck you, nigga, suck my dick. Or fuck you, get it how you live. But now that we older, we opening our minds and our brains to hear what the other person has to say. Yeah. Instead of being in that, and you know what I'm saying? When you back home, it's just
it's the mindset.
It's the mind.
Because I feel like sometimes I still be like, I push back, and you know it's right. This is a green light, but we gonna go. I know it's about to turn yellow. I'm still gonna go.
Yeah.
You still want to, and I'm saying that to say, you still want to go against the grain, but you know, you just got to follow the right thing, like you said you was telling me about. And y'all see me on TikTok. Some of the stuff that I'm putting on there, I get from, because I'm learning from, this is my fountain of youth. His age is my fountain of youth. That's how I stay in a loop with a lot of stuff. And a lot of 36-year-olds my age, they send back, y'all consuming content. Mm-hmm. Y'all should be creating because y'all counsel. Yeah. And I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? You was right. We were talking about, and we're going to get into trucking now. We talking about cent per mile versus a percentage. Mm-hmm. And I'm staying in my lane as far as like cent per mile. Like, that's better. But we just got into a whole debacle about the percentage. Like, look, bro, I ain't doing half. You gotta think smarter. You gotta work smarter, not harder. I'm like, who is you to tell me that I'm not working smarter? And that's the mind state that we in. It's not like you telling me, you giving me advice. And for a lot of people, man, you have to be, you have to accept some of these things from the younger guys because they see it in another way. You know, we got access to phones and technology.
I'm gonna tell you something that I thought about too. What made me really start being big on the percentage, also from the last company that I was with, the trucking industry runs on percentage.
What you mean by that?
Factoring company, what do they get?
3%. To cash your BOLs in, they get 3%. If you cash in more
to book a load, we don't a percent.
Yeah, percent.
To do anything,
percent
is a percent.
Yeah.
The only time it's not a percent is when you're paying for fuel and you paying your driver. Most of the time.
Yeah. And the game has changed so much to where now, you know, you have to, like, the information you giving a percentage, bro. Like, the number is no longer, we're not doing that no more. You can cent per mile, yeah, it's not. Give me a percentage because I know exactly what I'm going to do.
And the thing about a percentage is that people got to know you got to be able to stomach the hard times. Right now, this is a hard time. So the percentage is low. The rates is low. But when the rates get great, your percentage get great.
Yeah.
Whatever percent that you get. You see what I'm saying? I can't tell nobody what percent to go with because you know how it go. You your own man, you your own boss, you your own woman. You gotta negotiate yourself. But if you could stomach those hard times, when the rates get 6,000 for a 400-500 mile, you gonna smile. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when is it ever gonna happen? You think
it happened? It happened. I'm telling you, it happened through the pandemic. I've been on the percentage this whole time, and it was a beautiful thing.
But now it's a swing in the
It's a swing.
Now.
But
so you ever think it's gonna recover? Or are we going to some?
At the end of the day, I listened to what you said the other day. We are our own independent contractors. You got to do right by your money. If you get that rate, if you get that $6,000 load, and you went 300 miles, and let's just say you got paid 45, 6. So 1,500 is 25%. Excuse me. If you got paid 1,500 for that, let's just say 400. That's realistically about 400-500 miles for when you can get that sometimes. If you take that 1,500 and you go do something that you shouldn't have did with it, whose fault is that?
That's your fault. Yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? Because at 65 cents a mile for them same 400 miles, or 60 cents, 50 cents, 70 cents, whatever. I don't know. Everybody, you know, this is a broad conversation because everybody get paid different.
Yeah. Well, okay, since we here, we're gonna pick back up. What's right now the time that we in? We in 2022. I ain't gonna put a date on it because we're gonna drop this another time. But what is a good cent per mile and a
cent per mile
right now? Yeah.
You know, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. My first year, I came out the gate with 72 cents with Warner.
So you can say Warner, you good.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, that was my first company that I ever drove for. Started me out at 72 cents. Yeah. I was doing Dollar General. I was unloading a trailer. You know what I mean? I was still making.
That's lumping the trailer.
Lumping the trailer, definitely.
And then that's another thing too, y'all. He came in the game where he did all the work.
Yeah.
So he got all the knowledge right now on how to book a load.
Yeah.
What's the going rates? Where is all the traffic at coming, picking up and dropping off in the seasons that we in? So he got a lot of knowledge. He got his own truck right now, but we'll get into that later on. Right now we talking to people who are drivers and, you know, owner operators. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all know too. Y'all can relate to this too. So cent per mile, what would be the number right now?
OTR.
OTR.
if I got a good OTR driver, and what you can do about 2,500 miles a week on the clock. That's like going East Coast back West, whatever.
Mm-hmm. With the 30.
With the 34
reset, yeah.
You know.
Why you smiling? Well, we know about these clocks now. Look,
I would just say
we know about the manipulation.
I would just say honestly, I would pay because that man gotta you own your. I feel like I said, I believe in a driver. I would pay that guy 75 cents.
I thought you was about to say something crazy. 75 cents, cool. 75
cents. And this is the thing. I only would pay a guy what he deserves. Meaning, if I know you gonna hit that road and you're not gonna be late on your loads, I ain't gotta call and wake you up. I ain't gotta check on you every 2 days. You know what I mean? If I know you was, because we got bullshit drivers. Let's just be real.
We do in the industry. That's because we have a high demand for fucking drivers right now, and they just, man, but it took me 5 tries, y'all. I tell y'all this all the time.
Yeah.
How many times did you fail the test?
None.
You got your first try.
One.
See,
I
got learned through trial and error. He got his first try.
You know what's funny? The first time I took that test, I took my test in Detroit, and the guy, I was so nervous. I'm talking about, I ain't never been that nervous in my life. I'm talking about, you know how you backing into a spot and you trying to get in that spot? It's a tight spot. And you don't know if you sweating. You know, you ever been like that?
Yeah.
I'm sweating 10 times worse than that.
Your first?
On my first try. I'm talking about, because I'm in the stick.
You was by yourself too?
No, with the train, with the
the
instructor guy who tests you out.
Yep.
So I'm sweating. The dude said make a left at the light. We out there by like we up north somewhere. I wasn't Pontiac. It was one of them other cities somewhere. But the traffic was like 75 in the morning. Bro, I'd never forget it. The only reason how I passed my test is because a truck stopped and let me over and make my left. He said, I told you to make a left at that light. That light right there. You ain't in the lane to make a left in. I stopped traffic, everything. We sitting there for probably about 3 seconds. No, I swear to God. On everything I love. We sitting there for about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
A truck, you know, and that's a good thing about when you testing out. You know, on the trailer it say student, whatever. Yeah. So it had that on there. A truck stopped, let me get over, and I made that turn. If not, I would have failed. Because he told me to make that left probably a mile away. But the traffic, you know, you nervous. I'm switching gears at that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still new to this. I'm trying to catch a rhythm. I'm talking about traffic like 75, bro.
I-70, Interstate 75.
Interstate 75, yes. That's a freeway back home in Detroit. Like, it's flying.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they doing 70 and 50. And you know you can't hit nothing.
You better not.
You better not. Yeah. You'll never get to see
You'll never get your license.
That'd have been my first. But you know what I did? I just calmly stopped traffic. I'm talking about broad day, like 9 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting in the middle. It's a busy street out there. I don't remember which one it was because I never been out there, but I never forget. And that's the first time I ever told that story.
They hearing it. And I bet you somebody can relate to that story.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is, this is where you making your bones at. And now you can laugh at that story, looking high inside, like, man, that was funny.
Beautiful. And it still might happen to today. We happen all the time. We try to get over. They don't want these people out here, they don't want to let us over. You got a Debo.
You got to.
Got to. If not, you're going to be sitting on the sideline. I'll be looking at them guys like, look at him. He's scared to drive.
Yeah. Well, right now, the drivers right now, they not getting trained with the 10 speed, the 10,
no,
13.
No,
it's all automatic.
Everything is automatic, and me personally, I prefer a stick because control my truck.
Yeah,
I can take it out of gear, let the truck just slow down, decelerate, might tap the brakes here, whatever it is that I need to do, I can jump it in the gear, double shift, whatever I need to do. You know what I mean? It's just I would rather we see trucks flip over all the time. And I tell people all the time, I would rather have control of my life than a truck. I know we transition into a lot of things, a lot of technology, it's a lot going on in this world now. So those trucks flip over. Those trucks slide. I think the other day I was in Indiana. You know, I ain't gonna never lie. I was in Indiana, and I think I mislooked the end of the turn. I might have slid. Nobody was in front of me. Nothing happened. Didn't tear nothing up, of course, but I might have slid a good car before that truck got back under control.
They might be watching this too. They gonna say you did.
Yeah, and that was me. When you seen that truck slide,
this ain't coming up for you.
That was me. I ain't hit nothing. But I ain't killed nobody.
When you say slid, what you mean? Like
when you hit them brakes, it was wet.
Yeah.
And I was going on one of them 25 miles per hour around the bends. That's what it is. Yeah. And then I looked. I'm thinking I got more distance to slow my truck down. I'm on the freeway. You know how you go on the freeway, and then that next lane, I'm talking about the bend right there.
Come back, yeah.
So I'm doing 50. I'm getting off on that bend, but it's 25 going around the turn. So I'm like, okay, I can catch it, but it ground wet. I slid a good car. I slid a good car before that truck actually got back under. Before I got back under the truck, I should say.
I would say it's all good.
It's all good. I didn't kill nobody. I didn't hit nobody. Nobody got hurt. This is a story on 18 Wheeling Podcast, first ever heard, you know? And it might be a little skin mark on the street, you know? But that's to say, like, you can't play with these trucks. You know what I mean? We think we veterans. We think we've been driving for 10 years, 20 years. I see them guys be owner-operators. They be turned over. We see it all the time. I just seen a truck. I was FaceTiming and I flipped it and showed him, like, look, how is he over there? It was straight path. It's nothing. It was a straight shot. I'm talking about truck flipped over on the side. That weight ain't no joke. And a lot of people disrespect that weight, you know.
You got a lot of people out here too, man. It's different, man. Like, when we first started, we wasn't really on social media like that. I still don't have social media to this day. I had Facebook, but I shut it down. See,
had to get focused.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And you know, it just shows his discipline as a driver, a person. He not gonna get distracted by the current thing, which is social media. You got people that's in the seat. My phone over there. You got people, let me see your phone right quick. You got people that's in the seat driving, and I see it all the time. They driving like this. One hand on the wheel. This is an 18-wheeler. Mm-hmm. Like this.
Them the worst.
Like they might be like this, what they need. Y'all
them the worst.
Do that. Like we at a whole nother stage in trucking where y'all don't have the knowledge, and it's not to knock y'all. Y'all don't have the knowledge to drive a stick, and that's crazy. I think as a driver, because you might have a company and have trucks that's manual and your license is restricted to only drive automatics. And it kind of cuts down your versatility as a driver. You can't jump in the... See, I like drive. You know how to drive a 13 speed? Hell yeah. A 10 speed? Yeah.
It make you feel like you...
Yeah. Automatic? Yeah.
Let's go.
You know how to... work a paper log.
And that goes back to what we was talking about. When you got that kind of leverage, you can work your mojo.
Ooh. Let's talk about leverage. I like that.
When you got that kind of leverage, most people who smaller companies, they still got those 13s, those trucks, 10s, 18s. Mm-hmm. They sitting.
Why they sitting?
Nobody can drive them.
So what you said leverage, so that's your leverage.
That's my leverage. You got a 13 over there sitting? Get here. This is what I want for it. When I first got to percentage, I was telling people my percentage. They thought I was on. They was like, "Man, you're an operator." Like after you pay your fuel, your factoring, and everything, they're like, "Bro, you only getting like 40-some% of the load." But I was over 30% in what I was getting as a considered a company driver.
And that's
because they couldn't get nobody. They was trying to, that truck sat for months before I got in it. So it's, you know.
When you say leverage, you talking about leverage to negotiate what he want before he even get behind the wheel.
Nobody, when you a valuable person to something, you only get what you negotiate. You know what I mean? As drivers, and I think that's what the trucking world is missing. A lot of drivers forget that they're losing time from their families. Today is a holiday. We the only family here.
We in a
whole nother state.
Foreign land. But we got people out here, but go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we ain't getting no barbecue today.
We gonna do something today.
But that's what I'm saying. We gotta.
Yeah, but you making it like if it was nothing for real. Look what you got to deal with.
What you got to deal with? You got to go deal with them shippers. You got to go deal with them receivers. So once I start understanding that, you can't tell me what you're going to pay me. I'm just not going to do it.
That's a gem.
And it's funny we talking because Warner called me 2 weeks ago, asked me that I want to come back. I never said nothing. Yeah, they called me like 2 weeks ago. I don't remember the guy name. He called me like, hey, Mr. Stanley. I said, y'all can't afford me. I just told him flat out.
No, but they can.
They can. Let me not say that. But they didn't say what I wanted to say. They didn't say nothing that was appeasing to me. And like you said, now that we're independent contractors, you gotta run yourself as a boss early. Because if you get caught up with the big dogs, they're going to eat you up. People lose 20 years in the world in trucking. 10 years. 3, 2, 1. You know, these companies, it's a lot of heavyweights in this game. It is. But you always got to look at yourself as an important person. You got to look at yourself as, if you park that truck, all they're going to do is try to find a replacement. It's not a guarantee that they're going to find a replacement for your truck. So get what you deserve. And that's one thing I tell every driver I always run across. You know, like I'm trying to come up in this game, in this world, but I'm going to always take care of my drivers, whoever it is, because at the end of the day, I done did OTR for 3 years straight. I never did nothing else. And you sit back, you got to think about it. If you sit back and you say, this is what I made, what you think the company made? You know what I mean? Most drivers getting paid pretty good over the road. Even if whatever cents per mile, percentage, whatever you getting, you still getting paid good.
More than the average person.
More than the average person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's just be real. Nothing is bad in this. Well, I ain't going to say that. It is some rates and some cents that I done heard that was
You want to get it?
We ain't going to bash nobody. Everybody got to live their own life.
I don't like because the drivers, the drivers and the owner operators, the small, like the real small fleet owners, we talking about 25 trucks and lower, smaller. We run this industry.
Most definitely.
Literally, figuratively.
There's only a couple big wigs.
These big companies are taking fucking advantage of the drivers.
But you know what the big wigs own? They own everything. And that's like how we smaller and we want to come up. You got to swivel through them to get what you want.
You talking about like on the loads? And
the load, everything.
Well, they do got the load game. That's another thing.
Trailers.
Yep. Trailers.
JB, I was riding through New Mexico this morning. JB Hunt had the railroad track out there in New Mexico. The whole thing was not even, they was full of JB Hunt containers and trailers. Nothing else.
But if you see too, this is where everything, all these good Like, you know, on a load board, you can move. You know this. When you owner operator, or you got your own authority, you can see loads on there with empty trailers. They was paying $1,000 for 200 miles.
I was getting, listen, facts. I was moving empties from, I forgot where. I took it to Virginia. I know I took it to Virginia. Bro, they paid like $1,800. I'm talking about, they just wanted it off the yard.
Yeah.
That's what the dude told me. He said, the dude asked me, the dude who worked there, he said, are you coming back? I said, y'all got more?
Yeah.
He's like, man, we just trying to, he said they trying to make room for some new, whatever they had going on. I forget where I picked that.
Back.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I never made it back. I never made.
But and another thing,
because I was so far. It was far. Like
another thing too, man, kind of got me hyped because we talking trucking. Is what we love to do. Is like, which that opportunity you got when the broker said that we need some more gone. It's not a crime to cut a side deal if you like just to cut the load.
At that time, I had my own truck though. I couldn't
to cut the load. Look, you got your own authority. You got your MC running, and you talk to these brokers off the load board, and you see something, and y'all have a side conversation. There's no harm, no foul in that. If you say we got more, that means you extending the olive branch to do further business without this load board. How much? Okay,
without the middleman, you just getting rid of it.
I see it was $1,800. That's what y'all was paying. So if I come, or if you have more trucks, that's the up to ante. Now we could do 5 trucks, 3 trucks over here.
Trucks and trailers are very, very. Everybody always, when you coming up and you start that first year in trucking and you say, I want a truck, that's not enough. It's not enough. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. And I'm glad that my situation did what it did. And it's taking longer for me to get my truck because I realized without that trailer, you damn near not an owner operator. For real, if you think about it.
Like running power only loads.
But you work for some, you got to do what whoever you lease your truck on to.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Because you don't have a trailer. So you can't you can't pull loads. So whoever you go to JB Hunt, Warner, even the smaller companies, CR England, you got to do what they tell you to do. If you want to be technical.
So I ain't never leased on to
I never leased on either.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Because it's not a lot of power only loads. Who got the power onlys?
Shit, the dat boy got them power onlys, but you gotta work your ass off to get some money.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We trying to work smarter, not harder.
Right,
So if you really want to have a truck and then have a good cakewalk through, that's what I'm saying. If you want to have a cakewalk through this trucking industry, that truck really not enough. Because you really, in order to be consistent, I'm saying, like, if you got you can have your own truck and then go lease on with a company, you can make money. Mm-hmm. You can do what you're supposed to do. But you got to do what they tell you to do. When you got your own truck and trailer, who tell you what to do?
Ain't nobody telling you nothing. No,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say a truck really not enough in today's time. Let me say that. In today's time.
You gotta up it. Right now, it's perfect
different
time. Yeah, you gotta up the ante.
Yeah, you gotta up it. And a lot of people got trucks and trailers, but I was saying that to say when people get in this industry, our first goal is a truck. Everybody. I want my own truck. I want everybody who became a truck driver, what did they say? I want my own truck. 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, everybody first thing they said when they got in that wheel, I want my own.
Yeah.
You know? But when you really sit back and think about it,
is it really worth it? Is that the question?
Just that truck? Because you can only get what JB Hunt pay you.
That's if you leased on to
If you leased on. Now, if you're doing power onlys, now you fighting to get a load.
Man, that's hard.
That's hard. Now you see what I'm saying.
That's where I feel that the second time I got a truck. And it's really just educating yourself. You get the truck. the next thing is to get a trailer. You lease a trailer or finance a trailer or you buying it. I would say outright buy it.
Yeah.
Cause you don't know, you ain't even gotta move on nobody time. You know, insurance dude, just make sure you got enough money to pay your insurance and you good. But you come in this game and you don't know, you gonna learn by the mistakes you paying for. And that's like, you know, I read a book and they said, no, it wasn't a book. I was listening to YouTube. It was Jim Ryan. He was saying the best made mistakes are the ones that's paid for. I cried. I'm not even gonna lie. I pay with my money. I pay with my time. Now my operation not running because I didn't know better. Now you educate yourself and yeah, you want your own truck like you said.
But you know, not to cut you off, but that's just gonna take you to that next step. Because at the end of the day, that I look at it as that timing that you did those trucks, it might have not been the best timing. It wasn't. You know what I mean? You just coming from where we come from, it's just, oh, I know I could do this, I'm gonna do it. But if you probably would have sat back, crossed your hands, did one of these.
We not those type of guys though.
You know that we not, because we just
go out and
we going all out
in the blaze of glory.
We gonna lose it all or we gonna win it all. It's either coming 7 or it's coming point. But that's what
or it's coming craps first shot.
and that's what I was saying. Like that's the beauty of where we at now. Yeah. Now is you got to sit back and use your mind. Before we didn't have to use our mind.
It's like Brett Favre in the pocket. Nah, this shit growing automatic.
Payne used to say, Homer, audible. We gotta
call them audibles.
You gotta call them audibles because that first play might not be the best play. Cause now we thinking longevity. Before we just thinking about tomorrow.
Now we thinking years.
Now we thinking years. We trying to build decades. Yeah. We trying to lead, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we got to give, we gonna lead. But in that environment, you ain't doing that.
What you talking about back at home?
Yeah, the mind. Our mind.
Yeah.
Our mind is just to get through to tomorrow. You hungry for your next meal? Correct me, am I wrong?
No, you're right.
You hungry for your next meal? You looking for your next bitch? You know what I'm saying? You looking for your next bottle, your next drug. You know what I mean? It's just the environment. Next gamble. Whatever adrenaline rush you into, you looking for that. Yeah. But now you sit back, you fast forward life, and it's like, okay, I got to have my podcast looking like this. I got to have a room like this. It got to be strategic. You see, I was blown. I'm like, oh, this different. Yeah. How you doing, sir? You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't... Because that's why I'm glad that it happened this way, because it just show you like, no, it's really serious. You know what I mean? Like people have transitioned to something very, very great. And you got to respect that person for what they're transitioning to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's always there. It's just you have to ignite that shit. Like we had a hustle, but now it's like, I was just telling a youngin' this shit yesterday. Like we was at the club. I'm not gonna put his name out here. We was at the club and it's like, bro, the same thing you do. He get his phone is going crazy. It's the first of the month. His phone going crazy. It's like, I'm like, hey, bro, like we in the car. I'm trying to listen to music. Man, turn that down. I got to get this set. No, you not. And I'm not stopping.
Yeah. We
going where we going to, and then I'm going to drop you back off at the car. We're going to catch a lift. What we need to catch a lift for? Because it's Memorial Day weekend. Like, what is it, Labor Day? Yeah. It's Labor Day. Like, no, bro. Like, but I'm saying that to say, I told him, I said, I turned the music down. I said, if you apply that same business mind you got to something else, you gonna be a force to reckon with. And he was sitting there like, he was quiet.
It's survival though.
He didn't get it.
It's survival. Most people who stuck, not back, but just stuck in their environment, it's just survival. You can't blame him, because all he's doing, like I said, he's just his next meal, whatever whatever if we wake up, if we say cut this shit short today, we want to go eat lobster. Guess what we could go do?
Eat lobster.
Everybody can't say that. Mm-hmm. We can pay him for the next 3 hours and walk out and say, all right, sir, nice meeting you. And laugh about it. You see what I'm saying?
Where it don't hurt.
Where it don't hurt.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the beauty. If you really think about it, you'd be like, damn, I probably couldn't have did that.
The beauty of the transition.
The transition.
But okay, what age were you when you found that, like,
the transition? 17. That's what we was talking about at the beginning, and I never got to finish that. I moved to Charlotte, and my mama, we went to Hungry Howie's. I never forget the story. We went to Hungry Howie's, and we went to order a pizza, and I wanted bacon on the pizza. Mm-hmm. And my mama told me, she said, if you want it, you will buy it. Bro, I ain't had $2. I swear to God on Beezy.
Okay.
I ain't had $2 to buy a bacon topping pizza on a Hungry Howie's pizza, coming from living by yourself, having 3-4 car, your own house. I'm doing all type of fake insurance. I'm middleman and everything. This is way back before I graduated. You know, I was a man when I graduated. You know, I was one of them. So, and then I moved to Charlotte because she sent for me. My daddy gone. I graduated high school by myself. Mm-hmm. Wasn't no room at Prime. I went home. It was just me and the chick I was talking to at the time. Mm-hmm. And she called for me. I went to Charlotte, bro, and I'll never forget that. She said, if you want that topping on that pizza, you'll pay for it. That day I never looked back. I swear for God, I never looked back. I stayed with my mama for like 6 months. You know, I was going through a transition because I was by myself. Dang. Then she was going, she like, damn, my son by himself. His daddy gone. He ain't like he doing too much or nothing. She sent for me, you know what I'm saying? What was the right thing to do as a mother? You know what I mean? So for me, when I asked for that topping on that pizza, a $2 topping, bro, you talking about, I can show you a pic, well, my Facebook down, but I had a pic, I'm in the middle of the class. I had a roll on me. Like that was my pride. I'm talking about the teacher teaching. I'm in the middle of the class like this, and people are taking pictures of me. Like I'm with the woods on,
and you got more money than the teacher.
I'm in there switching cars, going home. I ain't listening to you.
But you still graduated
by the grace of God.
But what made you? That's that mindset that we talking about, and you ain't there no more. You can look back and laugh at it like it was a joke. I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead.
Now I was about to say I almost didn't graduate.
But you graduated.
Yeah, I almost didn't graduate.
I'm gonna tell you my transition, and it's the same shit. And it's like, but mine happened too early. Mine happened in 9th grade, and that's when I moved with my grandma. Same story. It's a backstory. It's a backstory to that, but we just gonna say 9th grade. I moved with my grandma from my father. You know, some stuff happened. My grandma came and got me. This is my baby. Boop. Mm-hmm. So my daddy was, he was doing what he was doing. So when I get to my grandma's house, it's a whole different. She got a real program over there.
Oh yeah,
you going to bed at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, my grandma sent for me too, but it was too structural.
You going to bed at 7.
Yeah, eat at the table.
Your ass is getting up and out of my house at 6. But these things now, and I'm coming back around to it. These things now is like the same stuff that we just talked about this. The same stuff that you use right now. You getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning because you have to do something at 6. It has to be productive. You got to get your ass out of here and
your
go find
day got to start.
She don't care. She know you're going to do something.
Yeah.
She care about you, but she get your ass out of here by 6 o'clock. The birds chirping you outside. You got your book bag on. I guess I got to go to school. So you go to school, but my transition, I know it happened when I was in the 9th grade, and I got those 13s, them Jordans. But she bought them. She won at the casino. My grandma's a hustler by heart, and that's where I got it from. So she bought me some Jordans. She hit their ass at the casino good. And she bought the Jordans, and no, nobody, these red and black 13s. I think they the 13s. All black and red. So they might have been the 14s. 13s or 14s. But they was some shoes that everybody fucking wanted. She got them for me. It's cool. I fucked up in school, bro. Like, cause I was acting ass. I'm like, I got new shoes on. What?
Yeah, you can't tell me nothing.
Can't tell me nothing.
And they Jordans.
Feet on the table. I'm not going to class on time. I want to be seen. I'm going in there late with my shoes walking. I get home, and you know we used to have a 7 o'clock call. You've been missing them periods, first period, second period, or you was late. They calling at 7 o'clock. You gonna catch that phone, your ass is in trouble. So she caught the phone at 7. I was late for down there 7 periods in a day. I was late for first, second, third. Why are you late?
Yeah.
Oh, you got them shoes. You trying to act the ass in school. Okay. I woke up in the morning. I'm about to play. I'm up, not 6. I'm up at 5 because I want to go to school. I go, where's my shoes? I get up the next morning. She in there cooking. Where are my shoes at? Nope. You don't get those no more. You like to act the ass. I had some lugs, bro. I had them lug shoes, bro.
Did you have the tan ones or the black ones?
They look like orthopedic black shoes with a buckle. Now everybody asks me, I'm there first. I don't want nobody to see me. I got my shoes tucked under the seat. But, you know, those are the things. So after that period, like after that point all the way forward, bro,
changing.
I went to hustle for everything that I got.
You know, and it's the thing though. It's so funny because I be sitting there asking my like, dang, you know, like we really nice guys. We really are.
We supposed to be mean guys?
No, like I'm saying, like we really nice guys at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing is, it be like, dang, if you ain't never take that one situation the way you take it, how would it be?
Hey, you seen the Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher? Man, that's like one of my favorite movies, man. Like what you said, if you can change, like what you having a hindsight moment.
Bro, for me,
if I could change this, how would it?
When I couldn't get that one topping on that pizza,
you went in a beast mode.
I'm talking about I never looked back to nobody.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I was, to whoever said something to, I didn't, you could, it's nothing.
Yeah.
But I was always a smart person.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? I never did nothing stupid, but I didn't care. Because it's like I say, but me and my mama, we talked about it. Yeah. And like she said, it wasn't that I didn't, it was just to show you that this is what you need to do. I could have done it.
You think that needed to happen though?
Yeah, because a lot of dudes is mama boys. They spoil you. Parents, daddy boys, whatever, grandma boys, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was spoiled. I had a good childhood. I would never say nothing bad about that. I had go-karts. I was driving cars. I was the first one. You know what I'm saying? I was fresh. I had minks. I lost a chain, got another. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mama and daddy.
And I know, and I know him, so I know
my
him.
mama and daddy, I didn't go without. It was just, as I got older, they was just maturing me.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand what they was doing because they was just taking things away. But when you thinking that you supposed to get every pair of Jordans and you like, why I got on Nikes? Why I got on Air Force Ones? I don't wear Air Force Ones. I wear, you know what I'm saying? And that's the mindset when you spoil. But it's not that they was doing nothing wrong. It was just that they was maturing me for the life that if you want something, you got to work for it. You got to get it. We can do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I said, I never went without anything until when I got teenage years. Like I was saying, my mama left when I went 8th grade. Then my dad went away like my senior year, 11th grade year, I think, something like that. It got rocky. You know, everything was just figuring it out on your own because, you know, you get all your love from your mother. Mm. You know, your dad only gonna show you so much love because he just comes with so much testosterone, but your love come from the women in your family. Sure. So when my mom left, all my love left. I didn't have no love. How I supposed to tell somebody I love them, man?
That only makes makes sense.
It don't even make sense. I don't even know what love is.
That makes sense.
So that's what made it hard for me, because I was so young growing up with no love. Then I fell to the mile, and I love because
7 miles.
7 miles.
Detroit,
So now you going to a transition of damn, I want to be loyal to my niggas. My niggas. Because when you go home, if it's just you see what I'm saying?
So that made you stay out. And that made us all do that, though, because we grew up in the same neighborhood. So it made us have more camaraderie. Like Dame was just on here, I think it was yesterday or the day before. And it made us have more camaraderie with each other. It's like, and then we got tighter and tighter. So.
Everybody, anybody. Listen, we can talk. Everybody that's from that neighborhood,
or from any, because every neighborhood down there is the same. So go ahead and get your
I'm talking about the people who like. Everybody know a lot of people.
Right.
I'm not saying that part. I'm talking about everybody who kind of just. When you used to be able to go on Pierce and Chop, it's all because we was all missing something.
Looking for love. Yeah, we just needed a hug.
All we wanted to do was this.
That's it.
That's it. So if you really think about it, if you talk about, everybody was just missing something. Mm-hmm. Now that everybody's grown, you see what I'm saying? They building their own families. A lot of people doing real good.
Yeah.
But when you go back 10, 15 years ago, it's just because people was missing something.
Yeah.
But if you really was thinking, if you think about it, if a lot of people was getting the love and the care and the nurture, it might have been different.
It would have been way different. I was just talking to one of the homies, man, and he got a truck. Matt, I'm gonna have him on here too, cause he got a truck too, and we talk when we talk on the road, we talking just how we talking right now. It don't even feel like it's cameras on us because we locked into that frequency.
It's like going like I got my Bluetooth in.
Yeah, so now it's like I told him, I said, bro, the way that you grew up showed a lot of people how we should have been raised, as far as like what you said, we missing something. Mm-hmm. So we went to around the corner to get the love, whether it was playing basketball.
We didn't. That's why I said it wasn't nothing. I'm not saying you had to go shoot the neighbor. We didn't go find a park. We used to play football at the park, or we'd pull the rims out and block the street. Ourselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was different then, though, because it was always. We used to have barbecues. We had barbecues on Pearson and stuff, and then like the older guys that just buy barbecue and we all eat. It was all love. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was never you ain't from here, you from over. No, it's just, bro, you good. Like, I always tell that, like, 7 Mile niggas always had heart. Everybody from 7 Mile always had a heart, bro.
So, and then we gonna go from, where we from, that's where we from, 7 Mile. 48219, that's the zip code. We're going to go even further to Joy Road and even further, Miami, these urban areas. Everybody, we all go through the same stuff. You go down here in Phoenix, there's a spot over there too. But, and when I say, sometimes I'll be like, man, I feel comfortable over here. It ain't because we in a bad spot. It's because we used to something that.
And we know how to survive in that environment.
Yeah, survival.
I tell people, I used to talk to this girl, and she used to say that. She used to be like, every time we go somewhere, you always want to go to the hood. I be like, because I can survive there.
Bro, I went to Puerto Rico, like what you said, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. I want to go to the neighborhood. And then the girl would be scared, like, I feel comfortable.
When I go to
outside the gas station, how we stand?
When I go to Vegas, everybody want to stay on the new strip. Take me to the old strip.
Prostitution going on.
They out there doing drugs and the heat is six.
It sound crazy, but it's like this is an element that we can tap into. You don't feel comfortable here, but I feel very comfortable.
I feel it's normal, yeah. and it's this. But I was talking to myself today actually in the truck, and the thing about it, life is not just going through pain, it's growing through it. And that's what people fuck up at. A lot of people just go with, I lost $100 a day. Fuck it. I gotta lay on my back to feed my kids. Fuck it. Whatever it is. Everybody got their own pain. I got whatever. Whatever you think of. But how many people grow through the pain?
That's a lot. That's a part of just kind of getting through that mindset.
Getting through.
Because there's some people that still stay. You would be amazed. There's still some girls, they done got raped and they still there.
Still there.
Some people done got abused and they still there.
Can't find a job.
You still
can't
talking
do that.
about this?
You still, but you never grew.
Yeah.
You just.
I can't do this, man.
I can't. It's the end of the world. I'm about to go kill myself.
That was 15 years ago. We are in a hole. You gotta.
You see what I'm saying?
Get up off your ass and you
that
still
was,
land on the ground because you got knocked down.
That was the biggest thing, because like now I'm going through a part where I'm trying to like learn how to love and talk. If you would ask me to do this 10, 15, I would have been like no. You know what I mean? I was straight out like no, I ain't.
Bro, you know me. This is something different from me, but
and it's nice.
But I feel like
it's nice. The thing about it is beautiful.
It's
beautiful. Like now I can sit back and be like, damn, we did that. You know what I mean? So when you grow and it be like, damn. But it's just you gotta grow. You just can't go through life. You gotta grow, and that's what a lot of people don't do. Everybody, all the dope dealers, what they want to talk about.
What they had. Yep, what they had.
All the bitches who was the best strippers, what they want to talk about. Girl, back in the day, baby, you got to grow through that. You did it. It's over with.
It's over. Some of them still in there.
Some of them still.
We not gonna knock it, but
I don't knock nobody. Yeah. But I'm just saying, you got to grow.
Yeah, you're right.
Your body ain't the same. You can't get on the stage and shake that old ass. There's a bitch coming up there with 30, 20 years younger than you with a whole new body from Mr. Miami.
Man.
And we gonna pay for that bitch. You gonna get on there with them all.
See, now I got come on my questions.
You gonna get on there with that old saggy titties, and we gonna be like, baby, you lost.
Look, it was good to have you on here.
Yes, sir.
I had to stay. We got to come back to the synergy of it. But you right though. You gotta grow through that pain, man.
Yeah, you got to.
And like when I had Dame here yesterday, bro, in the middle of like, damn, this is crazy. Like I said, man, it's good having you here, man. I see like when I'm looking at you, like, bro, you done made that we both made the transition.
And that's the most beautiful thing about life, when you got people that can vouch for your transition. A lot of people don't want the recognition, but I will always take the recognition from the people that I love and the people that I know personally. To the outside world, I'll be like, yeah. But to the people who know me personally, they can be like, damn, I remember Sean, he used to ride on his little dirt bike, or he used to drive his van and whatever you know me of. And you can see my growth till I would take that more than anything.
Cause like, it ain't no validation. It's like, they really see like, I'm proud of you, basically.
Yeah.
That's the
and I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna get the same just dues. Yeah. Same thing we talk about you. I'll be like, man, I remember you out there with your meets and jury, and I'll be like, man, how the fuck is this going on? Now I call him Malcolm X, Dr. X or something. We talk about the scientists, and we gotta figure out how we gonna make the next planet and the next universe, and it'd be like, man, that man used to talk about where we going tonight, yeah. And now he wanna grow the world, but it's beautiful though. But no, that's why I say that's why we was talking about somebody who can vouch. Mm-hmm. I know what you used to talk about in today's time. You don't even want to joke about it, yeah. Because it's like you so focused where your mind are elevated to the point where it's just you see what you made for, and if don't nobody else see it, you know. So when you get that type of feeling, it's beautiful. You feel me? Like when you know your point in life, what you here for, it changed everything. You see what I'm saying? It do. It changed everything. Like
Game changer.
the game changer.
Yeah.
You know, everybody don't have it. And that's the thing about it. Everybody can't say what you say or feel how you feel because it's not for them to be the chosen one. And that's the key point about it. Everybody's not made to be the chosen one. Somebody gonna be a worker. Somebody gonna work at the grocery store. Somebody gonna work at the bank. Is always gonna be a worker.
For sure.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Nothing. I'm not knocking the worker. But it's also bosses.
I think it's really like it's people that's channeling into what they good at and they sticking to that. A lot of people haven't found themselves. They think working a job is just to pay the bills.
Pay the bills.
That's not what we here for. We're not
I
living like to do that.
talk to people all the time. They make good money. A lot of people make good money, but they bills take their money.
Like a thief in the night. That's not what we here for.
That's not what we here for. So you would never be able to leave your kid nothing. If you make $100,000 and you pay $60,000 in the bills, you only left with $40,000, $20,000, $25,000 of that go to taxes. So you only left with $15,000 out the year.
What you gonna do with that?
Feed your family.
Now you in the negative.
Now you back broke.
Yeah.
If you make $100,000, $20,000, $25,000 of that go to taxes, bro. Trust me, I know.
A lot of us know. We're starting to figure this out now. Hey, this is the part of the show, man. I'm adding it in. I'm gonna ask you some random questions that I wrote down. Trucking questions. And it's easy. It's this or this.
This or that, yeah.
Ain't no in between. This or this.
Okay.
So the first one I'm gonna say, Loves or TA?
TA. Can I say why?
Go ahead.
TA, you gonna get a parking.
For sure.
Loves, depending on where you at, Loves is first. Loves like the Beyonce of trucking or some shit, man. It's like, I don't care what city you go to. When you go to a Loves, bro, it's
nice.
no parking. It's the inside is marble. They got decorated lights
It's too
and
nice.
shit. Like, the Loves is like a mini mansion for some reason.
The truckers, yeah.
The TA is more environment. You know, some TAs is our environment.
It's rugged and raw.
You
got,
rugged.
You got people pissing in between the
People
trailers.
pissing. Somebody might throw some piss on your truck and pull off. Like, you know,
No, for real.
lot lizard might walk past, all type of shit. Like,
Okay. Lot lizard. So this next one, say lot lizard.
lot lizard
So
or list
lot
crawler.
lizard or list crawler.
Nah, this is the thing. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Lot lizards is out of style.
They are.
List crawlers, it ain't gonna go because it's the internet.
Yeah. It's technology.
Technology. It's just like the what's the shit that they used to trick on back in the day?
Backpage.
Backpage.
So you could pick a girl like you pick your pizza. You
White,
want bacon?
black,
You can have your bacon.
Anything.
You can have your bacon.
Yeah. Lot lizard, you only gonna get. That's 20 years ago. I ain't never seen a lot lizard.
Man, what?
I never.
I've seen too many of them. I think
Bro, I never seen one.
New Mexico is like, for real.
I've never been to New Mexico.
Epicenter.
Oh, Albuquerque?
Yes.
I just spent the night there.
Bro, it's a
Last night.
It is a casino right off of 40. I think it's called Route 66.
Yeah.
They got lot lizards.
But that's not by no.
And
They
they
ain't no
look-
truck stop there though. That's just the casino.
But you could park there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got perks for drivers. You want to get a
I
room
never
for
went in
free?
there.
Get you a
I
membership.
just stayed. I just stayed at the Pilot off 40.
That pilot be packed too.
I'm talking about.
There's nowhere to park there.
Bro, I slept by the scale station. At 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening,
get
I
how you
literally
live,
parked by the scale, dude, where you scale your load at, bro, with no parking.
Let's get it how you live over there. I know exactly where you. And then it's a Loves, and then it's the if you going from east to west. Another one. Traffic in Atlanta or traffic in LA?
Which one, the worst?
No, which one would you rather drive through?
Traffic in Atlanta. I figured out traffic in Atlanta.
with the time thing.
Yeah. Traffic in LA, ain't nothing you could do.
That shit is terrible.
Yeah, traffic in LA, you can.
If you try to play LA like time like how you play it in Atlanta, it's not gonna work.
It's never. If you're not getting out of LA between 12 to 6, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Atlanta, I literally just left McDonough, Georgia, this week.
Yeah.
I went up from McDonough, Georgia. Where I go? I broke down to Indianapolis. So I had to go from Georgia up.
Boom.
But I drove about 10:30. I'm talking about
smooth ride.
Right. I probably only went to probably like 7, maybe in the like 9th gear. So I never got under 40 miles an hour, 45.
Cool cruise.
Yeah, cool cruise.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
LA though is terrible,
LA tell me
man. I wouldn't.
They can have LA.
Paper log or e-log?
Paper log.
Why you say that? Tell them why you say that. A lot of people don't know. They like, man, he crazy. I mean, you get word around what you got to say with paper log and e-log.
Paper log, because it's
people know what they do. If you get
it's
caught,
just paper log. Yeah, I don't want to. You got to be your own boss, man. Do your paper log, man. You get you a truck under 2006. Yay.
Paper log.
How can you lose?
I'm
just trying to figure out how can somebody lose if you literally got full. The e-log, you got some control. But it
depends on what you're doing.
But the paper log, you got full control. You can throw a book over there, a book over there, or a book over there.
That's why they got more like they control this trucking industry. They trying to the T. Paper log, you like you said, it's a book out the window. I'm about to.
And you get smart. You got a co-driver.
Where he at?
Don't worry, I dropped him off in the last city. He flew.
He went back home.
Ain't nothing you can track.
That's how it goes.
It's just my word. It's just like we talking to the feds. It's just my word versus yours.
I ain't talking to the feds.
No, I'm saying that the feds say it's my word versus his.
Hearsay, yeah.
Who right?
Yeah. Who's right? Drive at night or in the daytime?
You know, I got a catch-22 with that. I only want to drive at night when I want to drive at night. I really like driving at night. I put my music on.
And cruise.
Only thing that you worried about is a fucking deer.
That's what
That's it.
I almost hit a moose in Colorado, like a real. No,
but you got the deer guard. You gonna tear that bitch head off.
I'm not trying to do that.
You don't want to do that, but I'm just realistically at night is no, like how we talked about Cali, Atlanta. At night is no traffic. The hardest part is staying up, but that's why I say I like to do it when. Sometimes I literally have my nights when I want to drive. Tonight, I woke up at 2. I woke up at 2 this morning. I didn't start driving at 4. But I wanted to do that. I could have slept. I could have got here at
late as hell.
Yeah, I could have.
You want to enjoy your day though.
No,
basically.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was one of them. I just wanted to drive at night. I knew I was going up 40. It's 2X, I forget 2 parts. It go down to 1 lane on 40.
On 40?
Coming to Phoenix. Because of construction.
Okay.
So
it's a Flagstaff.
Flagstaff,
yeah.
and it's one before that. Because
Okay.
it happened to me twice. But the traffic was bare minimum. But in the daytime, that shit be 45 minutes sitting there. You know what I mean?
That's a smart move though. A lot of
See what I'm saying?
Y'all gotta schedule y'all stuff.
You gotta schedule. But see, this is my route. So I literally know it's 2 construction sites that I gotta go through. And if I go on between 12 and 2, and it's the holiday, people moving, it's traffic.
Yep.
So I jumped up at 2, like I said. I went and did what I had to do. Got on the road by like 4:30. Straight shot. I think I had to slow down.
You
one
smart
time.
though. A lot of people they don't schedule out and that's a whole nother episode because we get there and get to talking about y'all how y'all scheduling stuff and it's just not.
You got to schedule around the construction because the thing about construction is everything. It stop you from your load. You know what I mean?
From a lot of stuff.
Construction going on in every fucking state
right now.
There's no state that's not having construction right now.
Yeah, it's bad too. 1099 or under the table?
Under the table. You talking about as far as money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, under the table. 1099, you still gotta pay taxes.
Yeah.
I gotta pay taxes.
Under the table, they might be getting scrutinized. They might get that audit. And what the hell gonna happen then?
But they ain't got nothing to do with you. They're going to company.
You a crook.
I'm just being real. They ain't got nothing to do
No,
with
but if you getting paid, I'm thinking, I've never been paid under the table. It's just a random question. I'm like, what if you could get paid under the table?
That ain't got nothing to do. You're not on payroll.
So how
If what I get now, if he paid me under the table, I go under the table. That will fall on the company.
It would. Like where y'all?
I'm not on this. I'm not on the audit. I'm not on the payroll.
No ideas, y'all. It's just random questions.
Yeah, random questions. 1099. I have to pay taxes at the end of the year.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. He's gonna send me the 1090 the form.
Yeah.
I gotta claim that money.
Yeah. What is that form? W-9? Is it W-9?
No, W-9 is I forget the form. I had one last year. 1099, I think. I had to go through my email.
To get your whole thing, what you made, what you grossed that year or yeah. So yeah, I would take
under the table, without a question.
All cash.
Let them deal with that. They gotta go to court or go deal with the whatever the people.
The IRS.
Yeah.
Local, regional, or OTR.
I don't know, bro. That's a good question. I never did nothing but OTR. I never been a local driver, or I guess Dollar General would be considered dedicated, but I'm from Detroit. We was pulling out of what the fuck was we pulling at? St. Louis. Missouri.
Yeah.
We was doing fresh. We used to go everywhere. I never pulled a trailer. I never pulled a trailer out of Michigan until this year.
Damn. And you from
Yeah.
Detroit,
I never pulled a trailer out of Michigan until this year.
That's crazy.
Because my first year and a half, like I said, I was with Warner doing Dollar General, and we was in St. Louis. So we always pulled out. I always pulled out of Missouri.
Is that they main?
No, hell no. Dollar General, bro. That shit big.
No.
Them dudes get paid $2,000 a day.
Huh?
Bro, right now. But it's based on work. Yeah, because this is why I was trying to tell you. They're going to pay those low guys, those companies, they paying them 50, 60 cents a mile, and they making $300-$400 a day, and they getting $20-something a load. If you go on there as an owner-operator, you're going to get $2,000 a day.
But they got it like that, though, where they got freight always coming as the best freight because they got so many trucks.
That's why I was saying. You want the trucks and the trailers, that way you can control your whole narrative. You just don't want the trucks.
Last question. Mac, Pete, Kenworth, International, or Freightliner? Your preference of driving?
You know, my preference of driving really would be... What have I drove? I done drove everything.
They got Western Stars, too. I should have put that on.
Nah, but I'm about to be biased. My preference of driving is going to be a Volvo just because that's my first own truck.
Because you got some kind of sentimental value.
Yeah, it's sentimental. It's like, it's coming from deep down inside, from the gut. Like, it's coming from a nigga just grinding and...
That's your love.
That's my love now, Volvo. And the way they did it, the way they did me, it's just like... Tighten your hoodie up. You know, it's my life. So it's like, I think Volvo for me I respect it.
Volvo is cool though.
I don't know. I won't. They're not the best truck. But that's why I'm gonna be biased. because it's my first truck.
You got sentimental.
Yeah, it's sentimental, but I probably would go. I drove a 2022 International. That bitch was nice in the inside.
All them new trucks be
Yeah,
nice.
them bitches was nice. I'm talking about the light. You can set the mood. You can have a little date. You know what I mean? Like,
you working, man. We talking about date.
Like,
come on, man. Just,
you can. It's nice in the inside. Bitch, think you staying in the real room.
Hey, they got them extended. That's a whole nother story. Them extended cabs with the. You been in there?
Yeah.
Stove and the.
Yeah. No. I never seen one of those.
Them boys cold.
I want one, but they say it's more feet to drive.
It is. And
I wouldn't put that. I wouldn't prefer them. Like if you're somebody who can drive, I would give it to them because it's more feet. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't want to make the job harder than what it already is because that's an extra like 4 or 5 feet that you gotta maneuver, and everybody can't.
Hell, they ain't got the skills.
They can't do
that one.
No,
that's a high bill. You messed that up. We talking about over a $250,000 truck.
Shit, if not more.
Yep. So look. I'm glad you're here, man. That was easy.
I want more time.
Look, see,
I want to do more.
We gotta go.
I want to do more, man. How much can we do some more? Ooh, look, I got more time. How much is it an hour?
Hey, y'all, this 18-wheeler, man, my boy Shine, you want to plug him? We'll talk about it after the scenes.
What?
We'll talk about it after the scenes. We do another episode.
Man, I want to stay right now. I'm comfortable now.
I know you. You want to talk for hours.
This is it. Yeah.
This ain't, man, you know, Drink Champs, they doing 3-hour lock and loads.
Nah, I'm ready.
One day we'll do that.
This is it. This feel like home.
You drinking? You feeling good?
No, I'm feeling good. This was beautiful.
We out of here, man. This 18-wheeling, man. I love y'all. Y'all drive safe, man. And we out of here.